Hey guys, this is Matt. I'm gonna be doing a Yu-Gi-Oh video today. Um, I was on YouTube and I saw someone posting something about being able to do a mulligan in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I heard someone who's like a Magic the Gathering player said that you can do a mulligan and you shuffle your hand into the deck and you draw one less card. So I mean that's cool. But I just have another concept that I have about doing a mulligan in a different way. And I just kind of want to go over it. It functions in two parts, kind of, but that's just based on personal preference. Uh, I just dislike going to a game and we'll try to decide who goes first, and we'll do rock paper scissors, and we'll tie, right? And we'll tie, and we'll tie, and we'll waste time. So I just started, right, like wanting to do a coin flip, right? And I'll even give the other person the coin flip. But it's unfortunate when, I give them the coin flip and then they lose, and then they claim me of like, cheating them out of it. So maybe in the future, at some point, hopefully this could catch on, but, it's highly unlikely. But, this, you could definitely do this, talk this over with your friends if you're just playing, this, but I'm just going to show it. So basically, instead of doing the coin flip, each player just shows the card that's on the bottom of their deck to one another, and then the premise is it's like the move last turn. So the monster that has the higher attack points, that person must go first. So it's not like, oh, that person gets to choose, it's they must, right? That's the choice right there. You kind of, you made the choice when you built the deck. It kind of helps the slower decks against other certain things, like Satellar Knights, where they just like, oh, summon Deneb, set 4, go, right? And then, right, you draw, they pop anti-spell, and then you just die. But, so anyways, right, so for the sake, I'm gonna just show the rest of, like, what I mean. So, we draw our, like, first, 5, and I'm just not even gonna flip them over, right, just to demonstrate, basically. And so, Cosmo must go first, right, because they won the battle, right, the imaginary battle that happened already, right, between the raccoon and the farm girl. So they must go first, and say they're like, oh man, this one card is really bad, right, but I like these other cards, but this one card is really bad. So they can exchange it, right, with the farm girl that's on the bottom of their deck, right? So it's like it's a little give and take, right? And so like this'll almost appeal to those old school players who want to draw first, right, when they go first. But like you lose the card, but you gain a card. And now, like, the opponent has the knowledge as well. They know it's coming. So it's kind of, you could say it kind of has some balance to it, I guess. And then now, right, I can do the same thing. I draw. And I'm like, oh, this card's really bad. I'm going to switch it. I do the exact same thing. I switch it for the raccoon that was on the bottom. Right? Oh man, that glare. I'm sorry. But, you know, just a few little things, you know, kind of obvious. Say, so this was on the top? No. What? I think, yeah, so there's 5 cards here, right? And, you know, say you draw, like, so they go first and they do this, right? Say you draw first and, oh man, look, the first card I drew was a raccoon, right? Like, you're probably not gonna exchange a card in your hand for the raccoon that's on the bottom of your deck, right? Unless, you know, you really want 2 raccoons, right? Like, you want one in the monster zone and then one in the pendulum scale or something for some reason, right? Etc. You know, to each their own. But there's just a few things about the first part I explained about, you know, showing cards on the bottom. Oh, where the hell is it? Oh, here we go. So say you know, Cosmo reveals Ghost Ogre. Well, Ghost Ogre has 0 attack, but look, I revealed a spell card. So a 0 attack monster beats nothing, right? Because they at least have a monster, right? Right? So they must go first. So, you know, again, you know, maybe this will encourage people to build their decks differently, right? You know, if you start playing with this and you're like, oh man, you know, I always go second, right? Like, say you and your friends start playing this way. And then there's another thing, basically, like, oh, if say we both show, like, the same card, right? Or we both, or we both show a monster, right, that has the same attack power, right? It just goes by alphabetical order, right? Simple enough, right? Because if you both reveal a spell card, what you could do if you really wanted to is you could sit here and you could mill, right, until one of you hits a monster. But, you know, say you know, you mill all your spells, right? And then you're just like, no, fuck that, right? Like, you don't want to expose that information to the opponent, right? You would both have to agree basically on what the outcome would be if there is a tie, right? But you have like a choice, right? You could either agree that it's just alphabetical order, or you could just keep going. But yeah, you know, again, this is just an idea, and you know, for a deck like Cosmo to be able to do something like this would just be a little silly, because they already have insane consistency. Same thing with Magispector. But you know, this would be for more chill games, like, you know, when you and your friend are like gadgets, you know, versus harpies or something, right? Like, you know, something right, different. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Leave comments. Thanks.